planet is intentional forgetting, otherwise known as dementia, or otherwise known as mad cow disease, that we moved on to from sheep called scabies, and then it moved on. It was called old-timers disease. I mean, Alzheimer's disease. And then they realized that it wasn't really what they thought it was. It was actually a deformed or mutilated protein molecule. But then after they discovered that all diseases on the planet Earth were actually deformed or mutilated molecules. And they're actually deformed or mutilated enzymes within the rhizome of the nucleide of the... I'm just fucking making that shit up. But anyway, because I forgot the exact word. Anyway, on the 23rd chromosome, or I think it's 22nd. I'm always bad with numbers. My brother was all into math and shit, and I never really cared for math. But anyway, I think it's the 21st or 22nd chromosome. There's a little teeny group of... they don't exactly know what it is. There's a debate between both the Einstein school of relativity and the school of the guy from Florida, which is called hadronic mechanics. Hadronic mechanics, I think, is winning the debate. So they think this 21st or 22nd little part of the chromosome that they can't figure out what it is, it's the same thing that's at the center of all the hadrons. So they have these hadron colliders that smash, and they're trying to find out what's at the beginning, what's at the middle of the hadron. And actually, this guy that they've exiled to South Florida, Dr. Santilli, he actually figured it out, and he's realized that the center of the hadron is a super dense medium that is hyperlocal and hypertemporal. What that means is it's everywhere and everywhen all at the same time. So, like you and like me, we are hypertemporal, superluminal, hypertemporal, hyperlocal beings. So this little 22nd or 21st chromosome has some defective mutilated molecules, or mutilated, not even molecules, it's molatids or Molotov cocktails. No, that's something else. It's smaller than a molecule, it's like, you know, I forget all these words, but anyways, it's mutilated. That's the only thing that I know. It's mutilated, okay? So this mutilated protein molecule, otherwise known as a prion if you're from Greece like I am, or a prion if you're from the US, which is the same thing. It's just pronounced differently, spelled the same though. It's a deformed mutilated protein molecule that caused mad cow disease and dementias in humans, and it caused scabies in sheep, but they don't know how it got demented. Okay. So, or mutilated, which is the same thing, mutilated, demented. So they figured out finally that all disease on the planet is all from a failure to remember that you're a Buddha from time without beginning. And when you don't remember that, this little small part of the 22nd or 21st chromosome, I can't remember, it becomes deformed. And that causes the greatest dementia of ever, which is forgetting who you truly be. So once you remember, or you claim, you don't have to remember, because some people don't remember. I mean, I remember, but some people don't remember. So what you do is you say, I claim, own it, and acknowledge who I truly be from time without beginning as the Buddha from time without beginning, a.k.a. Bodhisattva Jogyo, a.k.a. Nichiren Daishonin, a.k.a. whatever other a.k.a. you want to add on, Tim Janakis, Daisaku Ikeda, the Beastie Boys. It doesn't really matter, because everyone is that. So it could be the flying lizards of Kuan Ganja or whatever. They're all this infinite being from time without beginning. But until you say I claim, own, and acknowledge that, then that little teeny molecule or moletid or whatever it's called on the chromosome. I'm terrible with these biological names, because they used to be in Greek and then they changed them to Latin and they changed them to fucking Swahili and shit. So I never lived in a Latin-speaking country, at least not that long. I was there as an exchange student when I was in the Royal Knights of the Queen of Elizabeth cabinet. Anyway, that's a long story. That's a private story too, so I don't want to go into that right now. But anyway, when I founded the Rosicrucians, but this is not about that. I'm going off on a tangent. This is about whether this video is offensive or rude or what? I don't understand it, because I know speaking the truth is sometimes dangerous. Dr. MLK got shot for it. Gandhi got shot for it. He called it speaking out loud. But I thought we were past all that, because the new Obama, I have a drone. I mean, I have a dream speech was on the radio and TV and everything, and then they had you know, all the other things that made officially terrorism is sponsored by the U.S. government, admitted to. So I don't see what's offensive. It's just the truth. So if any of you guys can help me out here, I'm really puzzled. Anyways, we're going to go to court. I'll tell you how the court procedure works out. It's going to be in The Hague. I'm waiting for like the 5th or 6th song from my new CD to be released from Gabber Lescour's studios in Madrid, Spain, before we take the whole delegation to the Hague. But anyway, it'll be coming up soon. We might take Richie Gill too, because he plays guitar pretty well. All right. So talk to you guys all later, and please help me out, figure out, because I don't understand yet the insanity on planet Earth. So I'm still coming from outer dementia, and I haven't yet fully, I haven't been yet fully able to, what should I say, fully validate the anti-consciousness of this planet, or fully validate the fantasies and insanities and signs and assignations of other people's realities yet, to understand how dementia works on this planet. But anyway, you got to forgive me. I have diplomatic immunity because I'm from outer dementia. So thank you guys. Thanks for listening. I love you all.